people, I'm back. Welcome to the Conorclogs YouTube channel. It has been a while. First things first, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers that I've gotten before I went away and during my time away. It's mind-blowing really how quick that's progressed. I'm obviously so grateful and the support has been amazing, so I really want to say thank you. I took some time off YouTube because I had some personal stuff going on, and then it became so long that I didn't know what type of video to do as a comeback video. I didn't really know what would fit, so I saw this concept and thought it was just so stupid that it would fit my personality perfectly. I thought it would be the perfect comeback video. It's a great little icebreaker, and boom, I'm back. Also, during my time away, I've recently bought a house, so next month, fingers crossed, hopefully I'll be moving into that house and it'll be a lot easier to upload content and create content when I'm in the new place. Just bear with me until we get there and get an actual permanent setup. In terms of my previous series that I had going, I had Visage. I actually did record another episode in the time that I've been away. I got up into the loft, got to the other side of the loft, went down, stuck in a room, got the ump because I couldn't get out of the room. It's not like I'm live streaming, so no one can help me, and thought, no, this is a terrible video. I can't come back to this. So I think we're just going to put a pin in that and just call it a day and give up, I guess. Another series that we're probably going to leave now is the Pokemon series that we had going. It was great fun to start with, but as the episodes were going along, it's probably more my part. I think the episodes were a bit too slow and people just started falling out of love with it. I got less and less engagement with each episode and it just didn't feel like people were enjoying it as much. So we're going to leave that there as well. In terms of going forward and my content in this channel, I've pre-ordered the new FIFA game and I plan on smashing the content when that comes out. The boys that you saw or heard in the Pro Club series, they're going to get involved in some mini series that we've been talking about as well, so look out for that when that arrives. And I want to get into doing more football podcasts and talking about football because it's a big passion of mine, and when I move into the new house and I've got better setup and more permanent solutions, then it'll be a lot easier and the content will be a lot better. So just bear with me. Now, most of the viewers on this channel, most of my subscribers on this channel are probably interested in my hair. I'm wearing a hat today for a reason. In 2 weeks time is the year anniversary of when I got my hair transplant. We're gonna fully expose everything. We're going to go into full detail in the next week or two. I'm going to do a video talking about what it looks like now. I'm due a haircut, so I need to get a skin fade so you guys can see all the back. So if you want to subscribe, make sure you do look out for that video as well. You'll be able to see a proper insight of what it should look like a year on from the transplant, because my last video I think was at the 6-month mark, so it's safe to say it's grown a lot since then. We can like discuss it and just go through it. Any questions that you guys had in the previous video that I haven't answered, then we can go through that as well. And right now, I guess that's over. That's the intro. I'm back. The ice has been broken, and let's get into the video. So this concept is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to take you into a world of concepts where a human, me, 1v1 all of the Pokemon, the original 151 Pokemon in the Kanto region, and I'm going to tell you if I could beat them in a fight. Now you're probably wondering, what's this guy's credentials? Why does he think he could win a fight? Well, I'll have you know, I was actually in the Octagon once, and my record is 1-0. That's 1 defeat and 0 wins. So consistency, consistency. In this mythical world where we can fight Pokemon, we've got 5 different options. Option 1 is get wrecked. That means that I absolutely storm through these Pokemon. It's possible, maybe it would be a good fight. They might be able to beat me, I might be able to beat them. The middle option, it's possible if on trend. So if I was juiced up, it's possible, but it's kind of not possible. Highly unlikely means that there's a high chance that they're gonna spank me, and Lord have mercy, which is there is no chance in hell that I will ever beat this Pokemon in a fight. Before we go into the video, you guys need to realize that I'm not the sweatiest of Pokemon players. I don't know all of their base stats and all of their secret moves, and like, I can't remember if certain Pokemon have like Flame Body and stuff like that, or Poison Point or whatever. We're just gonna go and look at these eyes through the noob, okay? If you disagree with my choices, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I am pretty deluded, so we're just take it all with a pinch of salt, okay? Bulbasaur. So this little bugger has got pretty big vine whips, and he can use like sleep powder and stuff, right? So I'm pretty sure he'd get wrecked. He'd get wrecked. Look at him. He's, according to this, so I got the Pokedex stats up here as well. He's 6.9 kg and he's 0.7 meters tall. So he's not big. He's not that strong. If he gets me in his vines, then he could do me some damage. But I reckon I'm quicker than Bulbasaur. I'm second guessing it now. It's possible. I think I'm being a bit deluded, actually. I think it's possible. I think the vine whip is a real problem. If he gets me in then I'm screwed, right? Ivysaur is just a juiced up Bulbasaur, so I'd say it's the same, but I'd have to be on trend for a chance. And Venusaur is an absolute unit. How big is Venusaur again? He's 100 kg. This guy is a beast. So yeah, I'd say highly unlikely. Borderline, Lord have mercy. Is there a way that I could possibly beat a Venusaur in a fight? I don't think so. It is pretty big. It's 2 meters tall. Yeah, it's not, is it? It's not. I gotta be semi-realistic. Charmander. Okay, so in the anime, actually we can't go by the anime because it's anime, right? You know what? I mean, a Burns. I think, right, in this deluded world, I believe Charmander would be easier to fight than a Bulbasaur. I think so. So for that reason, it has to be the first Pokemon that gets wrecked. Absolutely gets wrecked. Charmeleon. Again, it's probably, I need to be on trend. And Charizard, yeah, Lord have mercy. It can fly as well. So most of these, they can fly. I ain't gonna stand a chance. I'm not gonna stand a chance. Squirtle, right. This thing has a hard shell and it's just water pressure, really. Most of it's bubbles, right? So come on. If Charmanders get wrecked, Squirtle is definitely get wrecked. Wartortle is just, I think it can headbutt, right? And stuff. So it's going to be a bit harder. I think, though, out of Ivysaur, Charmeleon, and Wartortle, I'd fancy my chances more with Wartortle. No, this is the stupidest thing ever. I think if it goes in its shell, then it's not going to be able to do much, but I could just absolutely volley it. And depending on what the rules are, if they're allowed to use special attacks, can I use weapons? Is that a thing? Are we going by that, or are we just doing physical attack? It's just me, no weapons. It just splashes water, right? It's just a glorified fireman, basically. Yeah, the Lord, there's no chance I'm beating that. Caterpie, get wrecked. Absolutely smash Caterpie. Wouldn't even think about it. The string shot is a problem though, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure that stuff's pretty sticky, and it's a similar Bulbasaur vine whip would be a string shot of a Caterpie. This is so stupid. No, Caterpie would get slumped. It's small, it's pathetic. It's got a stupid monobrow thing. I'm beating it up. A Metapod, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. So I'd just smash that up. A Butterfree. See, a Butterfree can fly, and it can use like sleep powder, poison powder, all of the powders. So I mean, if I can get a hold of it, I can squish it because it's just a butterfly, isn't it? If I can grab it, I can squish it, but I ain't catching it, am I? And if it uses one of these powders, then I am screwed. I'm either paralyzed, poisoned, asleep, or however many more there are. So I'm going to say that if I was on trend and I was quick enough and I could catch it, it's dead. But I'm probably not going to catch it. So no. If I'm on trend, I'm catching it. I'm catching it. A Weedle, it's possible. I'd say that's actually harder than these 4 because it can poison you. This logic is just stupid. Right, Kakuna, again, it's possible. It can poison you though, but again, it's a glorified metapod, but it can poison you, so you should be able to beat it up as long as it doesn't poison you. A Beedrill is highly unlikely. If it's close to Lord Have Mercy. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'd say highly unlikely, but I kind of don't fancy my chances there. I think that could be Lord Have Mercy. I think I could be wrong on this one. I think this one could be Lord Have Mercy because it is fast. It can fly. It can poison you. Yeah, nah. This one is you're not no chance. Okay, so Pidgey, it's a flyer, but it is crap. So I'm gonna say it's possible. The fact that it can fly makes. I mean, it's just a pigeon, isn't it? Yeah, nah, I can beat it. It's just a pigeon. It's possible with a Pidgeotto, and if I was on Tren, a Pidgeot, a Rattata, get wrecked. That thing is getting smashed. Eradicate. I'd say if I was on Tren, because it's pretty bulky, and if it could probably bite my arm off with a Hyper Fang. I'm backing this so far. I'm backing this. I don't know why there's nothing in here. I'd say probably a Pidgeot should be in there, really, shouldn't it? Because it's really fast. I think I'm underestimating how fast it is. And it's quite big. Yeah, and quick VAR. That one's going in highly unlikely. Spearow is more aggressive than a Pidgey. So I'm going to say it's possible. A Pidgey is kind of pathetic. I'd say a Spearow's got a bit more spunk. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say if possible. A Fearow, that's just highly unlikely. Again, that's a flyer. Oh, okay, so Snake backwards. Ekans. I don't really fancy my chances against Snake, and it is basically a rattlesnake, isn't it? It can poison you, it can bind you. Highly unlikely, I think, with a snake. I think I wouldn't want to fight a snake anyway. For that reason, I'd say highly unlikely. And an Arbok, just Lord have mercy, no chance. A Pikachu, now this is just an electric mouse, isn't it? So, and it's not Ash's Pikachu, we're just a normal Pikachu. They're pretty small, they're kind of chunky. I can't imagine the electric is too painful. Like an electric fence, like a shock one, I'd say, maybe. A Pikachu, see, it can thunder you, which is like death. I'd say I'd need to be on Tren. No. I'd say it's possible. It'd be tough, but it's possible. I think maybe it depends on the level of the Pikachu. A Raichu, highly unlikely. That thing is juiced up to hell, and it's like proper electric, as opposed to the imposter of electric. Oh, such a noob. A Sandshrew, I'm pretty sure in anime that thing can just curl up in a ball and it's just indestructible, right? You can't break it. So I'd say I'd need to be on Tren to open it. It's just rock hard. If I punch it, I'm gonna break my hand. Although if you punch a human, you would likely break your hand anyway. So most of these, apart from like a Bulbasaur where it just looks squidgy, I think you're gonna be in pain. It's highly unlikely with a Sandslash. A Nidoran, that thing has poison point, right? So see, I said I didn't know about this, but I think I know enough to know that if you punch that, you're getting poisoned. Same with this geezer. So it's possible if you were fighting on a cliffside and you could just absolutely Rooney it off the cliff, in which case you win by default, but then you run to the hospital before you die, maybe. On that basis, I'd say it's possible. A Nidoran, I'd say that's highly unlikely because that is a bit bigger. I think there's a big gap between those two. And Lord have mercy, there's no chance I'm fighting that. They're massive, and I think the same goes for these here. Does this make me look cocky here? Are these meant to be like further up here? I don't know. I guess you guys are gonna tell me. A Clefairy. So they're pretty mystic, aren't they? They can do these little waggy finger moves. I can't remember what it's called. Metronome, that's it. And then they can just do anything. But it is just a fat fairy at the end of the day. Look at it. It's just a squidge. So no, it's getting slapped. It's getting slapped. I don't care. Clefable, I think there's a big gap between these two. I think I need to be on trend and I could probably do it. Depending on how sort of like fairy psychic-y their move is. I don't know. But no, we'll stick with it. Vulpix, just a little fox, isn't it? It's just like a Charmander, I'd say. So yeah, I'd slap that Vulpix up, rip its tails off. A Ninetales though, I'm pretty sure there was a thing where if you touch its tail, you're dead or you something like this. It's massive as well and it's really quick. Nah, is it quick? I might have made that last bit up. I don't think it is quick, but I think it is. It doesn't matter anyway. I don't think there's a chance there. A Jigglypuff, I would love to smash the hell out of a Jigglypuff. Look at its little Elvis fringe and its big fat body. As soon as it starts singing, I say it's getting lumped. It's getting absolutely lumped. It's so spheric. I want to kick it. A Wigglytuff, again, I'd say it's possible. It's just a fat gnome, look at it. Yeah, I reckon I could do it. I don't even need to be juiced up. I just need to be angry enough, I think, with that one. A Zubat, Flyer, Confuse Ray. I think it can poison you as well, so I'd say, if I put Butterfree there, on the basis of if I catch it, it's dead, I think Zubat should be in the same level. Golbat is another story. It's so quick and it can do that. Is it Fury Cut? No, something slash, whatever it's called. It can just cut me in half because its wings are so sharp, maybe something like this. I don't know. I'd say it's highly unlikely. Zubat, if I'm juiced up enough, I can catch it. It's dead. So I'd say it's highly unlikely with a Zubat. No, I'm gonna back myself. Back yourself. Always, kids, anyone watching at home, back yourself no matter what. Oddish, it's got the whole sleep powder and stuff again, hasn't it? I'd say it's possible. I think it's actually worse than these. I'd say it's possible. If I can absolutely hoof it and it's dead, right? It's got some sketchy moves there, that's the only thing. I don't know, we'll keep it there. A Gloom, I'm pretty sure I'd need to be on trend for that. These things are pretty dangerous. I think even being next to them can just poison you or something, right? And a Vileplume, there's no chance, I don't think. It's highly unlikely. I mean, it's there. I think it's there. I think a Vileplume is pretty OP. Paris gets slumped, that thing. If it's anything like the one in the anime where it's just a little pussyo, then it's getting slapped. Parasect, I'd say I'd need to be on Tren. But then these guys are kind of on the same sort of level, aren't they? I don't know. I'd need to be on Tren, but it is just a mushroom. We'll leave it there. A Venonat, I'm not really sure about Venonat, and I never really used him in the games that much, so I don't really know anything about Venonat. I'd say I could slap it up, but I think I'm underestimating Venonat. I think Venonat is actually quite strong. Venomoth, it's highly unlikely. Yeah, I think a lot of these could go in the one below, but I don't think they're as scary as the ones down here. Well, I don't know about this one. I don't know. A Diglett, that's like a whack-a-mole job, isn't it? It's just smash it. And like, I'm pretty sure they normally work in like hundreds of Diglets, but it's just one. But I think they're really fast, aren't they? But what's it going to do to me? Is that tackle me? If it's close enough to tackle me, then I can smash it. It's getting wrecked. It's getting wrecked. Dugtrio, I think it'll be a lot faster. There's three of them. I think if I'm on trend, I can do it. A Meowth. Ooh. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I could beat a Meowth? Do you reckon I could beat a Meowth? I reckon I could beat a Meowth. Right, okay, so we've got the props in. I reckon a Meowth would be hard, but I think I could do it. I think I could wreck a Meowth. Persian, I think it's possible. Yeah, I think it's possible. A Psyduck is getting absolutely wrecked as long as I don't hit it in the head and it gets a headache and does some insane move. Golduck. A Golduck's pretty hard. I think that's highly unlikely that I beat a Golduck. Depends on terrain as well, I guess. I think it's pretty strong, isn't it, a Golduck? Oh, okay. So this is an actual 50-50 fight. Me and Mankey to the death. I think it does me a lot of damage, but I think it's really aggressive as well. It would bite, punch, scratch, kick. I would obviously try and do the same. I think it's possible. I think it's a tough fight. I mean, if I was to look at a Meowth or that, I think they're kind of similar, but this one would be harder because it'd be a lot more aggressive. I think it's possible. I think that is, I definitely need to be on trend for that. The little fire dog, it's, I mean, they work for the police as well though, don't they? That's the only thing. They can be quite strong, like police dogs. Could I see myself beating up a police dog? I don't think so. So I'd say it's possible. There's no way I'm beating him. There's no way. It is a legendary, isn't it? I mean, in the Pokedex, is it called a legendary dog, but it's not actually a legendary. Something like this. I don't know. Poliwag, get wrecked. Poliwhirl, it's possible, and a Poliwrath. I think that is it can use hypnosis and stuff, right? So I say it's highly unlikely. Probably Lord have mercy. I mean, if you actually look at these Pokemon, if they were in real life, they'd be so scary. The whole world of Pokemon, if you think about it, if you deep it for a second, it is insane. And how old's Ash, like 11 or 12? And they just send them off. Like, you're sending them off to death. Like, more people should die in Pokemon. It wouldn't be for kids, but it's the truth, it's the reality. Abra, all it can do is teleport. It's literally a case of just when I can catch it, so get wrecked. Kadabra, I think it's highly unlikely instantly. I think there's a massive gap then. Alakazam, no chance in hell. I don't think there's any chance in hell that I can do a Kadabra, I'll be honest. I think both of them, I think both of them. I think both of them are just, they're so hard. I'll do Kadabra there because like it is highly unlikely. I think this is borderline you can't do it, but there's like a 1% chance that I can do it, and this is like just don't even bother thinking about it. Machop's pretty hard. In terms of like fighter, I'd say he's harder than a Mankey. I'd say he's harder than a Mankey for sure. And yeah, you know what, Mankey, get wrecked. I'm gonna beat you. No, I change it back because I'm gonna put Machop there. So I think it's possible to beat a Machop, and it's more possible to beat a Machop than it is a Mankey. I think a Machoke, if I'm on Tren, I would look like Machoke. Much Tren. Years of Tren. Oh, I mean, I think there's humans out there that could beat a Machoke. I think there's humans out there that could beat a Machoke, and if I was on Tren and I was one of those humans, I think I've got a chance. So for that basis, he's going in there. And Machop, nah, that fucker's got 4 arms, man. You ain't beating anyone with 4 arms, no chance. Bellsprout, that thing is wiggly as hell, but as soon as I get a hold of it, it's dead. Oh, but it's actually like indestructible. That's how wiggly it is, isn't it? I actually, weirdly enough, I fancy my chances more against a Weeping Bell than I do a Bellsprout. Is that weird? I don't think you can hit a Bellsprout. Okay, this is controversial. I think it's possible to beat a Bellsprout, but I think its evolution is getting wrecked. That is controversial. I know, but I think he is actually weaker than. I think this thing wiggles so much you can't hit it. No, you know what? I'm going with what I believe. And this one, I think it literally kills you, doesn't it? It just eats you. This is what I mean. Like Pokemon is just so dark. Victory Bell, I think it fully eats you. Like just swallows you alive. This, I think it's possible, but I think that's actually really hard. A Tentacle. I think it has psychic moves as well. It's a jellyfish. I don't know if it stings you when it hit it, like a natural jellyfish. I don't think so. Maybe it can bind you in these things, so it's like on the level with like a not Razor Leaf. Yeah. Vine Whip. So for that basis, it's possible. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. That thing's huge as well, and I'd just be petrified. Like, look out of all of these, if you just saw them in a dark alley, he would be the scariest, I think. I mean, they'd all be pretty scary, I mean, Nidoking would be pretty scary. Ekans in a dark alley, actually. Arbok in a dark alley. Geodude, it's possible, but again, it's just a rock, isn't it? Like, how are you going to beat a rock? Actually, no. No, I'd have to be on trend to smash that rock. I'd say he's highly unlikely, borderline no chance in hell, but I'm just going on the basis of that 1% being he's rolling at me and I manage to jump out the way and he falls off a cliff. I guess that's more what could happen to him as well. I just don't think he'd be as stupid, and he can use Earthquake, but I think he can use Earthquake as well. Nah, actually, yeah, for both of these, no chance. Actually, I'm gonna have to put him there just because he's not the final evolution. But I'm pretty sure you guys would probably agree he isn't Lord Have Mercy. Just because he's not the final evolution, so it makes him less intimidating or whatever. I'm just gonna put him there. Ponyta is just a fire horse, isn't it? Could you knock out a horse though? It's highly unlikely, isn't it? If I was on Tren, I could knock out that horse. Rapidash, absolutely not. It's just so, it's like a unicorn, isn't it? It's just, there's no chance. It's the fastest Pokemon in the game, in the anime maybe, in the original 151. No chance. A Slowbro, get wrecked. A Slowbro is getting wrecked. That thing is stupid as hell. Look at his stupid face. It's getting wrecked. Wait, did I say Slowbro? Slowpoke, sorry. Slowbro is highly unlikely. Even if you punch this thing in the face, I think it just looks straight back at you into your soul and you're dead. That's highly unlikely. It's just a metal ball. How am I gonna beat it? Even if I was on Trent, there's no way am I gonna beat a metal ball that does electric shocks and stuff, which makes him Lord Have Mercy. A Farfetch'd. I think I very, very, very much undervalue Farfetch'd, and I think I have done since I was 8 years old, whenever Pokemon really came out on the Game Boy with no backlight. But on my noob valuation, I reckon I could beat this up. It can't fly, can it? I don't think a Farfetch'd can fly. I don't think a Farfetch'd can fly. So on that basis, it's getting no. It's possible. I think it's possible. I think if I get a hold of it, it's dead. I think that should be higher down, higher up, higher down. I don't know how to really, what the right term is, but I don't know. I think I could it's just a bird, isn't it? And I can't run, so it's just it can't fly. So it's just a chicken with a leak. Nah, get fucked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. A Doduo is just a two-headed bird. It's possible. I mean, I've got to deal with two heads. They're like two Scotch eggs for heads. Yeah, it's possible. If it was just one-headed, I'd say I'd slap it up, but no chance. And this, highly unlikely that I beat this one. The only way I can beat this one, if I fully knock out the one side and it pinballs and knocks the rest of them out. But I'm pretty sure they're just as fast as Rapidash, aren't they, actually? So yeah, no, it's Lord Have Mercy. A Seal now. A Seal, can it still use ice moves when it's a Seal? Does it have to be a Dugong to use I'm not too sure. I am not too sure, but it is just a Seal, right? So it's getting slapped. It's getting slapped. I don't get, what's it gonna do? Roll around on the floor and slap me with its tail? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. I am a very confident man. Oh god. A Dugong, right? That is highly unlikely. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure it can just freeze me and do God knows what else to me. These. Right, nah, no chance. Lord Have Mercy. Those things stink, bro. Like, there's no way. There's no way. And like, you punch them and your hand will just suck into their griminess and just they'll just look at you and eat you, and I don't know what they do to you, but I have really bad gag reflex anyway. Like that's never happening. I don't know what's inside of this. Like if you rip open this shell, what the hell is inside of that? Could be anything. Do you get paralyzed if that thing licks you? I don't know. It's quite a hard shell as well. I'd say it's possible. I'd say a Cloyster, not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. If that thing's closed, that's it. Well, the three of these as well, they're all ghost type. So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Again, Onyx, no chance. Hypno, well, Drowsy first and then Hypno. Drowsy is pretty slow, I'd imagine. He's got powerful moves, but he is just a fat lump with an armadillo nose. An anteater nose even. Armadillo, anteater? I think both maybe? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think if I'm on Trent, I could maybe beat a Drowsy if it doesn't get me with some psychic move. Nah, they're pretty powerful. That's highly unlikely. A Hypno is no chance. A Krabby, if it's like Ashes in anime, it was like really small. So I'd say yes. I'd say it's getting slapped because all it can do is just bubble me up. Kingler, I think if I'm on Trent, I could beat a Kingler. I think it has that Crab Hammer though, which is a one-hit knockout, but it's gotta hit me first. Voltorb and Electrode, they're kind of the same. Obviously one's more powerful. All it's going to do is explode and kill itself. If I avoid that explosion, does that mean I automatically win? I'd say it's highly unlikely with Electrode because I think it can just use Thunder and stuff. This one's just going to be pathetic electric moves that are just going to slightly hurt me. But then even when I get to it, what the hell am I going to do? It's just a Spheric Men of Metal sort of thing anyway, isn't it? Like if I kick it or punch it, it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt them, isn't it? I'd say both of them here then. They're both highly unlikely. I think I can't do any damage to them, so the only way I'm beating them is if I run away from their moves and then wait for them to explode and then run away from that. So it is possible, but it's a 1% chance. I kind of want Voltorb in a section in between the Tren and highly unlikely, but then I just don't think I can't do it any damage. So they both have to go there. It's some little psychic eggs. I mean, what happens if you take one of them away or two of them away? Like they can't have much defense. They can't have much defense, can they? It's just eggs. Screw it. It's possible. As long as they don't get a hold of me. No chance. You can tell I haven't done this for a while. My battery's decided to die. So, alright, okay, let's go. Cubone. That thing's got like a pretty solid skull. It's obviously got a bone that it can attack me with, so I'd say it's possible because it is just the little crybaby as well from what I remember. So I think it's possible. I think a Marowak, if I'm on Trent, is getting slapped. It's getting slapped. Now these are interesting ones because they are fighters. It's highly unlikely, but you know, if Jake Paul can beat these MMA people, then MMA rules versus a boxer or a kickboxer, you'd think you'd win, right? If I was trained in MMA, that is, which I'm not. Well, I had one fight, trained for a couple months. I'd say it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely, isn't it? They're really fast, actually, aren't they? It's probably down there. I think there's a 1% chance. I think if you get them on their ass, then what? Are they as impactful then? Who knows? Lickitung, I think it can paralyze you with its tongue, right? And it's quite tanky. Look at it. I'd say it's highly unlikely. Coughing, poison gas, it explodes. If you smash it, like, does it just explode? Does it just release? I think it just releases gas all the time, doesn't it? So it's highly unlikely. And a wheezing is just, there's no chance. No chance. Absolutely no chance. A Chansey is like a full tank, isn't it? It's just got a million health. If you crack that egg though, what's it gonna do then? It's gonna get upset? Gonna cry? It's highly unlikely, isn't it? No, if I was on Tren, I'd beat it. Tangler, I don't know what that is. Like, it's just it's just vines. I'd say it's possible. I'd say a Tangler is possible. A Kangaskhan, no chance. Horsey is getting slapped up. Seadra is, if I was on Tren. No, it's possible actually. A Seadra I think is possible. What's it gonna do? Just shoot me a water. If it's outside of water, it's gonna be screwed, right? Goldeen, I think you can slap it up as long as you avoid the horn, which I think is gonna get wrecked. I think if I'm on Tren, it's just a big fish. Come on. These are actually quite techy, you know. So I'm gonna go, if I was on Tren for a Staryu, because I think if you smash that bit there, it's dead, right? A Starmie is highly unlikely. Borderline down here, but I'm gonna put it there for now. Mr. Mime, I don't think I have a chance against the Mr. Mime. You can't hit it. It just put you in an invisible box and laugh at you. I think a Scyther kills you with its blades. I think a Jinx, if I'm on Tren, smash it up. An Electabuzz, it's highly unlikely. A Magmar, no chance. I think its actual heat is like a volcano, right? A Pinsir snaps you in half. A Taurus, like a bull, like an actual bull. What are you gonna do with a bull? No. Get wrecked. Nope. A Lapras. I don't think I even have a chance. If you punched its face like as hard as you humanly can on Tren. Should Electabuzz be down here with these lot? I feel like I undersold that, maybe. I think Lapras is there. It's tanky though. There's that 1% chance that if you absolutely Super Saiyan Goku punch its face, you may have a chance. A Ditto is just like fighting myself. I do that every day. Nah, check. I mean, you're fighting yourself, but uglier. I'd love to have a scrap with myself. Well, technically, it has to be that one, right? Because these two is just me versus me. But this one, I'm on Tren. But then it would be on Tren as well, wouldn't it? So I think it's possible then. It's possible. One of us has to win. Yeah, one of us has to win. Eevee, I think an Eevee's getting slapped, getting wrecked. Vaporeon doesn't scare me that much. I'd say it's possible. That's spiky and stuff, so I think it's... if I'm on Tren and I can get a good headshot, maybe. I'd say Flareon is kind of on that vibe. For some reason, Fire and Electric... Well, it's not for some reason. Fire and Electric is just scarier than Water, isn't it? Porygon, no. I don't think you have a chance at all. I don't think you have a chance at all. Right, okay, now we're getting into the last stretch. I think you can beat this. I think it's possible you beat this. It's got like Surf and stuff, which could hurt. I don't think that's going to be that strong, this little fossil. I think it is possible. This one's a bit scarier. I think if you're on Tren, you could do it. Again, I think these two sort of follow suit with the previous two. Although I'm a lot more scared of this than I ever would be of that. In fact, it's got knives for hands. I think it's down there. Aerodactyl, no chance in hell. Snorlax. It doesn't really have much attacks. It just tackles you and whatnot, doesn't it? I mean, it's just a tank. You're just fighting a tank. It could sit on you. It could squash you. I think if you're on Tren, you could do it. And then the rest is just a clean sweep, right? No chance. Absolutely no chance. No chance. Oh, mate, nah, get wrecked. I could fuck up a Tricatini. Ooh, a dragon there. If I'm on Tren, maybe. It's highly unlikely, actually, I think. Even if I was on Tren. It's a snake, basically, with superpowers. I mean, all snake Pokemon are snakes with superpowers, but you know what I mean. And no chance, no chance, and no chance. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my final list of who I think in the Pokemon world I could beat in a fight. Do you agree with my selection, or do you think I've absolutely gone mad? There you go. There's the final picks. This was just a fun video. If you guys liked something like this, then let me know. We'll do something similar in the future. I'm back on YouTube. It's been a while. It won't be this long till the next one. Thank you for your support once again. If you can please comment below telling me I'm an absolute idiot and this Pokemon should be there, or I'm deluded, or I need my brain checked, please let me know. Make sure to drop it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.